What's up guys, welcome back to another video on this channel. Now in today's video, we'll be taking a good look at some of the old car leaks that were never added to Greenville. But before I get started though, do be sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this in the future or anytime soon in later videos. So yeah, let's just jump straight into the video. Now the first car we're going to talk about in this video is actually a brand new Bugatti Chiron. Now from what I've heard, this car was being worked on about late 2021. However, this car was discontinued for unknown reasons. Now one of my thoughts is that they thought the car was too unrealistic for the game. However, that wouldn't really make sense since we already have a bunch of $1 million supercars in Greenville. But yeah, this was definitely a really interesting car that was never actually added to game. Now the next one we're going to talk about in this video is actually a brand new Toyota pickup truck 6x6. So from what I know about this leak, it was actually supposed to come out in the summer update, and it originally was going to be limited in the game. However, for some mystery reason, Greenville decided not to add that in the update. Now, that was actually an official leak because it was actually on the main Greenville Discord server, but one theory I have is that they decide not to add in the game because they already have added a 6x6 before. Now, in the case you had not been playing Greenville then, it was actually the Jeep Wrangler 6x6. So my best guess is that Greenville decided not to add this into the game to make the Jeep Wrangler seem more unique. Now the next one we are going to talk about in this video is actually the junkyard staff car. Now I am calling it the staff car because a lot of people theorize it was a retired Greenville developer. However, there is no proof of that. This car was actually supposed to be limited I think a while back. And since Greenville decided not to add it into the game, they decided to add it into the junkyard. Though I highly doubt Greenville will ever consider adding this car back into the game, it definitely would have been an interesting car if it was added. Now another bit of evidence kind of telling us that this was a staff car is that it does say Florida Man on the top of the car. Now, I have no idea who this developer might have been, but he definitely must have worked for Greenville back in GV3 or maybe even earlier than that. But the car, however, does look quite new and doesn't really look too old. So I think there is a possible chance that he could have retired in the early revamp. Now the next one we're going to talk about in this video is actually a Chevrolet that was never added to Greenville. Now from what I think I know, this car was being worked on either Barcus or CXR. Also, if you do look closely in the picture, you can see that it does not have the Chevlon logo, and it actually has its own Chevrolet logo. Now I think this car might have not been added due to because of that, or for some other unknown reason. But to be honest, there is no actual physical explanation. All that we actually know is that this car was not added into the game. Well, that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. And hopefully some of these cars in the video were actually quite interesting, as I'm pretty sure Greenville will never be adding any of these cars into the game. Now, I'm not saying 100% that we'll never see these ever in Greenville, but it's definitely a low chance we'll ever see them anytime soon. Let me know down in the comments below what you think is a really interesting car that was never added to Greenville, as I will be definitely looking forward to see some of those. Well, that is pretty much it for today's video, and that's really all we have for today's topic, and I'll see you guys later.
Bye.